the signed edition. Becky was nice enough to gift me this wonderful book, and I am going to be sharing it with you at the end because I am going to turn the camera facing down, and I'm going to do a little bit of a flip through. So stick around for that at the end. really simple, like a beach read. Alright, so let me read the back. Oh, and it's a New York Times bestseller. But The Silent Patient was a #1 New York Times bestseller, so there's a difference. No one does suburban paranoia like Shari LaPina. In a quiet, leafy suburb in upstate New York, a teenager has been sneaking into houses and into the owner's computers as well, learning their secrets and maybe sharing some of them too. Who is he, and what might he have uncovered? After 2 anonymous letters are received, whispers start to circulate and suspicion mounts. And when a woman down the street is found murdered, the tension reaches the breaking point. Who killed her? Who knows more than they're telling? And how far will all these very nice people go to protect their own secrets? In this neighborhood, it's not just the husbands and wives who play games. Here, everyone in the family has something to hide. A tour de force of thriller writing, LaPina proves yet again that she is the mistress of menacing suburban claustrophobia. So what's on the cover? So it's like a wooded area with like a silhouette of a person walking. Alright, author of The Couple Next Door. Okay. So, highly recommend if you want a simple read. And it's a true whodunit, you know, it's absolutely a whodunit. You won't know who did it until the end. In fact, I can't even remember who did it. So in the prologue, somebody is getting murdered, basically. You don't know who or who's doing it. And then the book starts out with this teenage boy whose mother just finds out that he's been breaking into houses and going into people's computers just for like the thrill of being able to do it, kind of. And anyway, I won't spoil any more of it for you, but it's very good. And I personally enjoy thrillers like this much more than romances, because they're just so much more interesting to me. There's just so much of like you sitting there thinking about, could it be this person, could it be that person? And every time the author tells you something that seems random, you know that it's got some kind of meaning. You know, nothing is random in a book. They don't just throw in nonsense. It's going somewhere. So I usually like try to register all of that stuff in my mind for, you know, later use, like keeping track of all the clues. So yeah, I recommend this book. Okay. Same author, An Unwanted Guest. Also a New York Times bestseller. Let's read the back. Even though one of the guests turns up dead, it looks like an accident, but when a second guest dies, the others start to panic. Within the snowed-in paradise, something or someone is picking off the guests one by one, and there's nothing they can do but hunker down and hope they can survive the storm and one another. A solid whodunit with an ending that would make Dame Christie proud. So the cover art just shows what kind of looks like a house with a person walking up towards it carrying like a bag. So, okay, this book I read more recently than the other one. I realize it now. Great story. This one, you feel like you're playing the game Clue. You know the game Clue. Was it Mrs. Green with the this or the that? Was it Professor whatever? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm talking about? So they have all these different people. Now, okay, it's coming back to me more. They have so many characters that in the beginning I found it kind of difficult to keep straight who all these people were. Because you have all these guests. And it's like there's two people in most of the rooms. You have to know who both people are. Some of the rooms had just one person. And then they had like, the owner and his son. So there were just a lot of main characters in my opinion. But just like it says on the back, somebody dies. And so I was expecting that, and then I was a little bit upset that I knew that someone else was gonna die too. Because it said that on the back. Like, I didn't want to know that. I wanted us just to be looking to find out who killed that person, and then I wanted to be surprised that someone else was gonna die. So that is one complaint I have, but I suppose it helps to sell the book if they tell you that more than one person is gonna die. So anyway, they're in this inn in upstate New York. It's very snowy and there's a huge storm and the power goes out. And it's very spooky that people are dying, and they're all looking at each other like, who did it? Could it be one of us? Or could it be, somebody that we just don't realize is here, Could it be just someone who broke in from the outside? Or could it be the owner? Like, it could be anyone. They don't know, and neither do you. The only way you find out someone didn't do it is because they died. But even then, you're left wondering, well, maybe that person killed the person before them, but maybe someone else killed that person. You know what I mean? So, it is very good, very mysterious. Highly recommend. So here we are back again with the Phantom of the Opera, Book 1, written and illustrated by Becky Laff. Phantomoftheopera. So, you probably know that the Phantom of the Opera ones that say Phantom of the Opera, and some